Lately, I've been hating being a platinum shopper on DoorDash. And you might be thinking, oh, why even do it? Why even have it toggled on? Two words: big payouts. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't even touch shopping because I hated it. But then I saw the earning potential and started doing them. And there were some decent payouts in there. And just like DoorDash always does, they had to go ahead and change things around to the pro shopper, making it almost impossible for really any dasher to achieve. At first, you look at the ratings and think, does it really matter? And then you work the program, and it takes one bad shop or one bad customer just to knock you down, and then 40 more shops for you to see decent orders again, leaving you frustrated and hating DoorDash and this darn Shopper Pro program. I was hoping that DoorDash would wisen up after thousands of drivers complaining of its impossibility. But no. Now, I've been doing DoorDash for over 7 years and over 18,000 deliveries, and this is just one of many programs that DoorDash has just changed and does not benefit the driver. So here's a question for you. Are you a pro shopper, or do you even have shopping even toggled on? Well, in today's video, I will go over the reasons why I hate shopping as a Platinum Dasher, and do I think DoorDash will ever change the Pro Shopper program. This program that DoorDash has, it's tricky, right? Because shopping is looking like it's the wave of the DoorDash future. It's not all about food delivery anymore, and a lot of times if you're struggling to make money on DoorDash, toggling on more is definitely the way to go because it gives you more opportunities, and shopping is one of them. And not only that, but DoorDash consistently keeps adding more and more merchants onto their platform, which is good. It gives dashers more earning opportunities, but it makes shopping more dominant when it comes to the app itself. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, which I think we can all relate to. And to me, it is what controls this whole program, and it is ratings. At first, when they first came out, before Pro Shopper was even a thing, I looked at these ratings and I laughed at them because I'm like, what are they on? There's no way that we can affect a lot of these ratings because it's stuff out of our control. And I think that's the biggest problem I have with this program. It's because it's not rating me and how I am doing as a shopper. It's ultimately rating a supermarket in how well stocked they are in their establishment, which we have zero control over. Okay, so let's do original items found. There are some weeks I make Pro Shopper because my supermarkets are fully stocked. And there are many weeks that I don't make Pro Shopper because they're not stocked and I can't do anything about it. The one thing I've learned with this is if there are any holidays, major events, snow, rain, anything that people do massive shopping for, that's when I see my stats just keep going further down and further down and further down. And you're like, why? And how long does it take you to really get back into that pro level to see some of the bigger payouts? What frustrates me the most is being held accountable to something I just can't affect. The other metric that you're held accountable for is total items found. This you can affect. The one thing I hate, though, is if a customer messages you and says that, hey, I want a refund on that item, it goes against your rating. You have a bad shop where a customer just keeps messaging you and says refund, refund, refund. You're like, well, there goes that rating. It's going to be another week before I get back up again. Like, you can actually calculate it in your head of what is really going on and how it's going to affect you. But this is where, yes, you can suggest all the items that are available for this customer to choose from, but it's their choice and whether they take it or they don't. If they don't take it and they just want a refund, bye-bye rating. There it goes. This next one, I am just at my wit's end with shopping. It almost makes me want to turn it off and never do it again. And that's customers falsely reporting items missing or damaged. I keep getting screwed in this metric. And the thing I hate about it is one false report. And tell me if this has happened to you, because I feel like I've been on a roll lately with customers doing this. A customer can report 6, 7, 10 items damaged or missing, and you're like, no way. They get something for free. We get the metric taken away from us on our ratings. It's absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion, because here's the thing. If you don't know this, or if you haven't paid attention to your ratings, the minute that a customer falsely reports an item missing or damaged, it goes against that rating, but it also goes against your other 2 ratings that we talked about earlier. So it hits 3 of your ratings in your pro shopper status. And then you have to do the 40 shops before they go away. It's frustrating, I have to tell you. I had a customer a week or 2, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, report 6 or 7 items that were damaged, and then 2 items that were missing. And then that just threw everything in a tailspin, and it took me a week to get it back. Finally got that cleared. I think I was working for like a week, and then the other day, same thing happened again. Yes, you can call support, which I've done each and every time, just FYI. It goes through a review. They bubble it up to whoever reviews it. Honestly, it takes almost a week before it goes away. So I don't know whether it's really effective, because you'll probably do shops before then. However, what I do with support is I have them remove the customer from my account so I never get them again, because I'm not going to let them affect my ratings going forward. So it might be on deaf ears calling support, and it might frustrate you even more. But for me, it's a good peace of mind knowing that I'm never going to get that customer again. But because of that, there goes your ratings. They just tanked because one customer decided that they wanted to get a couple of items for free or for a discount. Thank you very much. It frustrates the crap out of me. And here's the thing of it all. To be a good shopper, you have to communicate with the customer, right? It's who you're shopping for. But nowadays, because of these ratings and these high metrics that are sometimes impossible, it's not about the customer anymore. And it's not about what the customer wants. And if the customer doesn't get what they want, it could affect your ratings. You can end up with a 1-star. You know, before it used to be the customer didn't respond. Yeah, it says to choose your own items, but they might not like it. They might like it. Before, I would just honestly hit refund if the customer wasn't responding, because I'm not going to get them something that they absolutely didn't want. Now you can't even do that. You have to pray that you're picking for the right item that the customer, fingers crossed, might like. But there's a really good chance that they're not going to like it. And because of that, your ratings can keep going down and down and down, even though you're trying to do the best possible thing for them. These ratings almost make you have to choose an item for the customer and guess, because the minute that you don't do a substitution, you hit a refund, it goes against your ratings. Everything has a cause and effect. If a customer, you get one of those, I mentioned it earlier in this video, they keep saying refund. Nope, I don't want it. Refund. Nope, I don't want it. Refund. takes 3 or 4 refunds, and then there it goes again. It should be about what the customer wants. They're the ones that are paying DoorDash for you to shop. And they're giving you a tip to shop. They're the ones buying the actual product. We're just the people who are doing it for them. Granted, I would love it if the customer responded every time. That would make our lives so much more easier. Everything has a cause and effect around these ratings that, in my opinion, are unfair. So will DoorDash ever change this program that we all love? Note the sarcasm. Probably not. I'm sure they have data behind it and statistics behind it that because of these ratings, items are being found, less stuff is being substituted, customers are more happy because they're getting what they want. I'm pretty sure these ratings were designed to keep drivers in check. Once again, a few bad apples ruin it for the rest of us that actually care about shopping. I'm pretty sure people were doing shops and just doing nope, return, nope, return, nope, return, and not really truly finding the items for the customer, which is probably how this originated. If it's working, it's good for DoorDash. It sucks for us shoppers and dashers out there who really work the program and benefit for the program. Once again, DoorDash is doing something to benefit them and not the dasher, which is what this program, in my opinion, is all about, which is, I think, why a lot of us hate it so much. What do you think about Pro Shopper? Is it easy for you to achieve? Are you hating shopping like I have been lately? I feel like this is just me venting the frustrations of this program. Let me know if you have any yourself or anything that I missed that frustrates you more than anything else. Know what even frustrates me more? Well, there is a new feature that DoorDash is having dashers take pictures of their hot bags. I feel like it's dashing 101. Well, if you want to find out this new update, you're going to want to check this one out next. I'll see you over there.